Tesla rocking over here. Tesla is now in a 2-minute EWO, first 2-minute EWO on Tesla. Looking for Tesla to stay above 3 325. 325 is a double top. Everybody see where it's at? Okay, good. SPY pulling back right here. SPY getting that pullback. Watch for that double bottom bounce area around 6. Closer you get to 617. Tesla double top right now. There goes Apple flushing out. Apple to the downside. Apple's first 2-minute EWO to the downside. Tesla still at 325. Told you double top up there. Be careful. There is SPY double bottom bounce area for support. If it can't hold, it's going to crash out. Yep, SPY is not holding that area. SPY looking to see if it pull back down closer to that 616.38, which I've got marked down there. SPY looking getting closer to that 616.38 level that I've got marked out here for support. See if this can continue to collapse over there. Apple still to the downside. Same with SPY. Tesla, pull back on the double top. Did I save anybody on that Tesla trade? Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Did anybody trade Tesla double top when you heard it called out? Okay, great. Good job. Congratulations. Is anybody here? Is this on?
Coach.
Yeah, here, Coach.
Okay, all right. We're just checking.
Laser focus.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Just making sure we're all here. Okay. There goes SPY looking for support down there. 616.38. Bounced at 616.46.
That 616.39 was the previous day high.
There it is. And
Welcome everybody to none other than American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket. I am Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts, and it's the stream that's been created for you traders to come have a place to come hang out after the market, just to decompress. The market can be stressful if you don't know what you're doing, and even when you do know what you're doing, sometimes it can be a little bit stressful. So this is a place where you can just kind of come and decompress and talk with like-minded individuals who trade the stock market like you do. American Dream Trading is a trading group like no other. We support each other, and it is owned and operated by Chad W. Christian, who's a 33-year stock market vet. And he literally has traded in every market condition imaginable. And the cool thing is he trains us how to do the same thing. Stock goes up, we make money. If it goes down, we make money. We learn the right way. We don't chase call outs over here, right? We learn how to chart, look at support and resistance. We learn how to, wait for the proper setups before we get in. We learn how to let the runners run and make sure that we're using proper risk management so we stop out the losing trades. Right now, we're trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers. We're sitting at 15,739. Nice. All right, we're moving up there, almost at 16K, gang. Let's do it. We only got 4,261 to go, but only 261 to go to hit that 16K. So let's get it there, babies. Let's get it there. We're moving it. We're moving the needles. We're moving the chain, right? If you want to join American Dream Trading, which, by the way, next Friday is our 3-year anniversary. It is the 3rd birthday of America. Well, technically the 4th birthday, but it is the 3rd birthday of ADT actually going live on all the platforms. So if you want to join American Dream Trading and become an official member, you can just go to americandreamtrading.com and get signed up. That link is not only in the description of the video for those of you watching the replay, but it is for you in the live chat pinned to the top of the live chat, so you can go up there. Also pinned up there is the host tip jar if you feel so inclined. That is part of my income. So if you want to go ahead and throw a tip in the tip jar for doing the shows, that is much appreciated. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and see what we can do to pull James in here, because I see him waiting patiently backstage. Hold on one second. Hey, what's going on? How are you, Mr. James?
I don't know about patiently, but I'm waiting.
But yeah, man, how'd you do today?
Did good. Yeah, right at 300 paper
Oh,
trading.
nice. Let's see here.
And you?
I didn't do anything today. Yeah, I didn't do anything today.
Well, I meant how's the dual screen editing going?
Oh,
I know you
well,
weren't trading. I've been listening all day.
yeah, no, honestly, I actually reverted back to the phone because I found a way to, I have got to get quicker at this. And the quickest way I know to edit is on my phone. I'm familiar with it. I'm comfortable with it. But here's what I'm doing is I'm combining the two. When I have to pull in a video, I download, well, I can, what I'm doing now, I can do on the phone, but um, I pull it into CapCut and then I can save it to our spaces and then I can pull it in on my phone. So that keeps me with a clear pick, you know what I mean, with a much better quality video than what I was getting when I was simply screen recording stuff on my
There you
phone.
go.
And that was the reason why. Other than that, they didn't have a problem with me editing on the phone, but it was the quality that was the problem. And right now, until I get a new phone, I don't have the storage to be downloading a lot of stuff. So download it on my computer, go ahead and upload it to Spaces. I can then access it from the phone. I started doing that last night. I didn't realize I'm looking and I'm like, what is going on? Oh my God, wait a minute. And so I'm like, no, you want to, but I realized when I go to the computer, it's a lot of real estate to look at. And whereas the phone, I'm bip, 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 bam. And now that I've put that stint in on the computer, I know what CapCut has.
Right.
So me learning CapCut on the computer was probably one of the best things I could have done because now I can work the app like I worked my old app, Video Leap. Now I've kicked Video Leap completely to the curb. I may hold on to it for some sound effects and stuff that I think are a little bit better than CapCut, but other than that, I'm working the CapCut, and I am so far. Like I told you, it took me like hours to edit 3 minutes. Okay, well, dude, I'm like, you know what I mean, or days rather, but it's much faster for me.
Well, you're a lot more used to doing it on your phone, so
I
that
am.
makes
I
sense.
am. So that is like a rescue because I'm like, you know what? I'll be able to kind of spit them out a lot quicker now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I discovered that last night, and I immediately began doing some work on the anniversary video because I had started it on the computer, but it was taking too long. So I went in on the phone and I've got half of it done already. And then I'm going to knock another one out between today and tomorrow. And then I'm just going to go nuts on the video that I have trying to get some extra stuff in. So yeah. It's been a challenge, man. It really has been a challenge, but it's been a growth period for me. Not only am I fighting the site issues, but I am also at the same time learned how to edit on the computer and learning a new app at the same time. All of that, happening at one time is, a little bit pressure, but I work well under pressure. You know what I mean? And I know Coach needs new videos, so he's got another editor that is he's lightning fast. He's really good, and he does great work. You know what I mean? So that's a good backup. You know what I mean? I'm his backup, really. Um, but yeah, I'm having fun and I'm doing what it is I love to do. So,
There
yeah,
you go.
just ask for the patience and I'll be there. I'm never going to stop trying to get myself up to speed. So, yeah, man, but I'm excited about these anniversary videos that we're doing. Um,
Yeah, I was just looking through the 3-year anniversary thing, and it's only like 9 people that have posted stuff,
well, you
including
know what?
including
And
you
what
and I.
Yeah, and here's what I also did. The one by Broken Equilibrium, I took it and I experimented on the phone with CapCut with their AI tools. So it has text to audio, right? So I went on ahead and copied the text from Broken Equilibrium because I'm so familiar with him, and he's always in the aftermarket, and put it into the the text to audio, and AI literally came up with scenes for everything that he said in there.
Man.
And I'm like, oh wow, really? So I threw some, some whooshing sound effects on it every time it flipped screens, and I think I threw some dollars in there, and I chose a really cool avatar voice for it, just a normal sounding guy to read it through, and that's included in this video. I also included your video in this video that I'm doing. So
Cool.
yeah, I got some scenes, I got one where Brady made like $1 million in it. I got a clip of Coach, like one of his first ones. Oh my God, Coach then and Coach now is like night and day. You could tell he was nervous. You know what I mean? Even though he's a master showman, but you could tell, and he even said that he was uncomfortable initially. His wife talked him into doing TikTok, and he just, he wasn't a front of the camera type guy, and you could tell he was a little bit apprehensive, but he was getting it done, which is probably why his back was to us for the first like 4 months, right? 6 months, his back was to us. He was probably more comfortable like that, right? Just staring at his screen, and you could tell he was uncomfortable when he turned around, but he did it. Well, now, I got like a little comparison in the very beginning of the video, Coach then and now. And he's VLCN, get your VLC. I mean, it's night and day. Plus the graphics and everything is different than him just sitting in the room. He's got the OBS now. So yeah, that's how the video starts with that like then and now. And yeah, it's gonna be a cool video. It's gonna be a cool video.
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, it had to have changed him. I mean, he started it, yes, but it's changed everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you've come into your own too, because when you first started coming on here, you were a little, a little reserved. You were talking though, but now you're just like old hat. You know what I mean? Just boom. You seem completely comfortable.
I still have my moments.
Well, I can't tell if you do. You seem completely comfortable. Marlena, what's up?
Hey, Dawn. Hey, Jane.
You got a doctor's note for yesterday?
I know, right?
Oh man, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Baby girl, I had to send her back to school. So
oh, right. She was visiting, right?
Mm-hmm. She's taking 2 sessions of summer classes. So she was home for just a short while.
Wow.
To send her back.
Yeah, it's probably good to have her home for a while, and then now you got your zone back, I guess, right?
Yep, I can get back to studying. So yeah, we had to get some things done while she was here in town, and then now back to business.
Back to business. And we got Pebbles in here. What's going on, Pebbles?
Hi, Pebbles.
I'm Marlena and James and Dawn. I had a fun day today. I got a green trade right off the bat this morning, and then I thought, geez, I thought I made $7. I mean, this is a big trade for me, $7.
Nice. I'm gonna give you that bell, man.
Well, when I looked at the P&L on P&L said 238, and I'm thinking to myself, 238, something's wrong with my math or something.
Oh man.
So I spent about the next half an hour figuring out the math over and over again. I got the calculator out over and over again. I couldn't figure out why I'm missing $5.
Yeah.
So
Slippage.
I called Think or Swim, and I don't quite have it down yet what he says, but it was a wash sale.
Hmm.
You never heard of that?
Yeah.
I've
So
heard
what happens if you've previously had a loss and you go back in within 61 days, I guess, and trade again, the IRS, you can make a profit, but they'll take $5 on every 100 that that you've lost. So they took $5 away from my $7. So I ended up with 238. So I don't know. I've never heard of it before, and it seems kind of complicated to me, but everything's complicated to me. And but I was still green, and
Wow.
a couple other stocks, and didn't take any reds today. And but apparently, if you can't, if if you have a loss, according to what I'm reading here, and you go in, let's say I lose $20 today, I can go in and trade tomorrow because I have a cash account, but I'm penalized the $5, and they want me to wait. If I wait 61 days, it goes away. Then I can come back
What?
in, and that's why one reason.
Is that right?
Well,
I've heard of that before, but I've never heard of them automatically doing that.
Yeah, me either. That doesn't sound right. Cause if you get I've heard of a wash sale before, but I've never heard of a broker penalizing you for losing money.
It's generally something you have to file on your taxes. The end of the year taxes. It's not
Right. Not that they get it. Yeah.
So I don't know, but
That sounds
Miranda said
sketchy.
she tagged you in the VIP for information on the wash sale.
pardon?
Go look in the VIP lounge.
No, I haven't. I was just going to bounce it off you guys here first. I'll go in
Yeah,
there.
I've never heard of them doing that. I would look and see what information she said.
Miranda put some information about a wash sale in the VIP lounge for you.
Okay, thank you. Because I don't know if I have a loss of $20 in there, if they take it out as well, I don't know.
That's weird. And then for them to take it out of $7, that's crazy.
Well, we got a house full tonight, Miss Dawn. We got Miranda, Dave, Vegan, Farrah, Palm. Boko.
Welcome, everybody. You guys are awesome. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button for us.
Diesel Dan,
Man,
Polito.
Speaking of which, we got an excellent workshop class that we had today.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Wasn't that good?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. Very informative.
Maria and Palm did an amazing job. Maria, good job on the graphics. And Palm, excellent information as usual. And Maria, excellent information. I loved it. And it's very exciting for smaller accounts to get that kind of training. Coach talks about, compounding by using small position sizes all the time. And for them to zero in and focus in on that was good, because a lot of people who are new traders who may not have larger accounts need to know that, and they need to be a part of that. So Maria blessed the free group with a lot of that information last week or a couple weeks ago, and then yeah, they did the actual workshop for the paid members tonight. That was really, really good. You guys are awesome, and thank you for doing that.
No, she's really gotten into that compounding thing.
Yeah, I mean, listening to her numbers, that was pretty lucrative, which she did, you know. And I love the fact that when she doubles, she takes off the double. She leaves double what she originally started with in there, so that she's simultaneously growing her base that she uses to trade with. Because think about it, if you're taking all of it out, you're never really going to get past a certain point, right?
Right.
So if you're allowing yourself more leverage in the trade, hey, you know, you can make more when you have more. So Mark has proven that over and over again. You know what I mean? So yeah, that I like that. I like that strategy a lot. So good job on that.
And she finally made it in.
Huh?
Maria's here now.
Yeah, she's
in
yeah.
the chat.
Just talking about you, Maria. Good job tonight on the class. That was amazing, and it is much needed for smaller accounts to hear stuff like that. So I'm glad you did it. You and Palm did a really, really good job at explaining it. The calculator site is where she goes to do a lot of the calculating for that, for the compound, to calculate like the 1% and stuff like that. It's called the calculating. Well, I'm sure she'll probably put it down there, or either I don't know if she couldn't put it in there before, but it's I believe it's the calculator site, right, James? The calculator site is what it is.
Yeah, something like that. Calculator.com.
Yep, the calculator site. So tonight is Thursday Think Tank, which is cool because, you know, bouncing off of that, what did you guys think? You know, and I'll start with you, Marlena. What did you think about the compounding class? What did you get out of it?
I got
You're breaking up.
Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep. Now
Okay.
it's good.
Okay, sorry about that. I probably should put my charger in. It's going red on me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, some of it I was using it for the Zoom meetings. But yeah, so for the compounding, I learned that $1,000, if you put that away, say if you start off with that, you can do 1%, and then over time it will compound and grow after a month or two.
Exponentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people don't even think about that. Like even Coach was even saying, like, you're buying Starbucks every day. I don't drink Starbucks, but that can add up significantly if you some of the bad habits we have, it's like so crazy. And I am so tight with money. Like I could hold $5 for 2 weeks. And my mom sits there is like, you still got that $5 in your pocket? I'm like, yep. I'm not spending. If I don't need it, I don't chew gum. So I'm like, it can just sit there, you know?
I'm the same way. I can hold on for a long time I've had $2 and I don't keep cash anymore. So I had this $2 that's been sitting in my wallet for like a week. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like,
That
you know, I
can go into the compound interest, you know, it can compound. Instead of just like,
I forget I have it. Somebody gives me cash to pay me for something, and I put it in my wallet. I forget I have it.
I do too. I put it in there and I completely forget about it. It's funny you brought up the Starbucks coffee because I'm always teasing Jen. We fought like tooth and nails initially when she started getting the Starbucks coffee, but even now, I will never not have a problem with that because when I told her, I'm like, you know what you're spending monthly, right? That's like the cell phone bill. But it's like she doesn't buy much, you know, and she sits there and she works all day. So it's like, you know, I came off of that because I'm like, at the end of the day, the quality of life is what matters. So you gotta have some indulgences, and happy wife, happy life. So, but yeah, I don't drink coffee, but I certainly I
I had to eat
mean,
an ice cream cone this afternoon.
you what?
I had to eat an ice cream cone.
What do you mean you had
It's
to eat an ice
Chris's
cream?
fault.
Why'd you have to eat an ice cream?
It's Chris's fault.
What? First of all, why did you have to eat ice cream? Second, why is it Chris's fault?
Said Diesel.
Because he made a mention in the crypto lounge about, it's treat yourself Thursday, get an ice cream cone. And I forgot that I actually had a box of ice cream cones in the freezer. They've been in there for a couple of weeks. We don't buy them very often.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I got to eat one now. Chris said so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. Well, I did that yesterday. I don't eat cooked food anymore, but I did indulge yesterday. I treated myself to an order of McDonald's French fries and a couple of egg rolls from the Chinese store.
Oh,
I had a craving. So
are they
I'm
perfectly
like,
salty? I love. If I'm gonna cheat on my diet, I want it to be worth it.
yep. And if it wasn't salted right, I would have put it on there.
Yep, there you go.
But yeah, they were. I didn't have to add a thing to them. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I got it out of my system. I've been eating raw for almost 2 months.
Nice.
So I splurged and had myself a couple of egg rolls and some French fries. And I'm like, okay, I feel good. Today, I was tempted to dip back in the same well, but I cut it off. I'm like, nope, you had your day. Get back to no eating cooked food. I don't eat till 6 o'clock. So yeah, it's cool. You gotta have discipline. I'm using that to grow my discipline, and getting healthy at the same time.
Yep. Healthy
But-
brain, you can be able to trade and focus and concentrate,
Absolutely.
The cheap grocery bill, I tell you that.
It really is.
Absolutely. Yep.
Well, sort of, because you have to buy that stuff every couple of days. It's 2 of us. So every couple of days we're buying 4 or 5 heads of lettuce because we eat these huge salads, cucumbers and onions, re-upping on everything because you got to buy that stuff fresh because you're only eating raw food.
Yeah.
You're eating fruit and you're eating vegetables, So
You have like a farmer's market up there you go to, or?
No, we just order DoorDash because we're locked in. I can't drive and she's always, at the computer working pretty much. So by the time the evening comes around, we're all tired. We don't feel like going out and getting in the car. So, we just order DoorDash. But honestly, it would be better to go get it. And we've been talking about on the weekends, hitting up a couple of the farmers markets like in Berlin. Just to save money and to support the locals, and it's going to be a better quality.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to try to do this weekend, just to, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. I tell you what we did do when we went up to Baltimore a few weeks ago for her stepdad's birthday. We stopped off at one of those farmers markets on the side of the road, and oh my God, the peaches. We got some peaches, we got some bananas, we got some strawberries. Oh my God, they were so good. Fresh. You could tell, no pesticides, none of that. You know what I mean? It was so good. Plums, got some grapes. And got any grapes? Everything was just so good. You know what I mean? So it is worth it to go that route.
Nice. Yeah.
But anybody else?
Once you get used to it, it just comes easy and effortless when you set the regiment of your diet,
Yeah. Yep.
It
becomes a habit.
It does. I do. As a matter of fact, let me show you something. Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. It's hard. I have the charger on my phone. Oh, but my salad, I've already been eating on most of it, but this
Okay.
And this right here, this bowl is so huge. It gives you like 10 cups.
Yeah, that looks like the bowl I eat out of.
Yeah, it's a huge, really, it's like a family size bowl that you would eat, but I eat that to myself because
dude, oh my God. I just told Jen the other day, I said this bowl of salad looks like something that should be a centerpiece at a dinner. that people are picking out of, not just for one person.
Yes, and that will give you about 1,000. Uh,
We're losing you. What do you
oh,
got to get up on the phone or something?
yeah, my microphone on this phone is messed up. I probably have to get another phone, but that one bowl will give you about 1,000 milligrams of calcium, 1,000 milligrams of potassium, and all of it is natural.
Yeah.
But I also add, of course, my protein, the animal products. I know some people here are vegan. I respect it, but I have to have that. But I mix it in, and I have to have my raw and just a little bit of cooked protein, and it does me good.
It's fine. It's fine. Got to do what you got to do.
But
Listen. Go
Don,
ahead, baby.
Bucko said check out Misfit Foods online.
Oh,
You know what? I've seen that. Don't they sell like dent or messed like a little bit scratched up food or something
I have
that's
no
cheaper?
idea that that's coming from Bucko. I'm just reading. Don't put me in the
Yeah.
middle of that.
I'm
I'm not here
talking to
to judge.
Bucko, James.
I'm not here to judge.
I'm talking to Bucko actually. But yeah, it's like I think it is a place that, like, I want to say scratch and dent, but food. I mean, but I think it's like bananas that have like two stems or something. You know what I mean? It's slightly off stuff, and it's like it's
He
inexpensive.
said yes, but that's why my mother would send me and my brother into the grocery store 5 minutes before she did.
Oh my god.
Get that dented can discount. Boy,
Yep.
you want raviolis, you better dent more cans.
She would send them in there to dent the cans up, kick them around the store, so she could put them in the cart and buy them cheaper. That's pretty ingenious. Wow. Yeah, I can't wait until next Friday, dude. We're gonna have the 3-year anniversary. Don't forget to send any testimonials that you have to media@americandreamtrading.com if you want to jump on your phone and talk about how ADT has changed your life. If you want to write a testimonial, you can send it there as well, or you can just jump right on our free Discord. And there is a channel that's the 3-year anniversary channel. So I believe that's in hold on.
It's in that ADT access area.
It is ADT. Cool.
Yeah,
So that's in the
access
ADT access area. So you don't have to be a paid member to go in there and type something about American Dream Trading and how it's affected your life over the past 3 years. So that's awesome. I may go in there and pull another. I may do that for the second video. But yeah, man.
Coach's anniversary. So Coach's anniversary is not tomorrow's Friday, but next Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the 3-year. Yep.
That's gonna be so awesome.
It is. It is. Well, I don't know that you've been here. Have you ever been here when he's spun the wheel of cash or anything like that, giving away prizes?
I noticed it like right at the beginning of the year because I think I joined last year around Christmas time or right at the end of November or Christmas. So I haven't even been here a year.
Okay.
But I do remember that. Yep, I do remember that.
We are also coming up on the 500th episode of the Aftermarket. And normally when we have anniversaries on the Aftermarket, we celebrated 100th episode. We celebrated 200th episode. But we didn't do anything for the 300th or the 400th because I felt like 500 would be a better milestone. So we're about 50 episodes away from that. And normally he does the same type of like extravaganza. He'll come on, he'll do like the wheel, and he'll come hang out with us on the panel for a while. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be really fun. He gives away cash and prizes and stuff like that. And we just, talk about older aftermarket shows and things like that. So yeah, man, I got all kind of ADT anniversaries happening.
Is it bad that I'm looking forward to seeing the panic on on Bruno's face.
For what?
Well, every year. Or like the 47th president deal. Coach just comes up with this stuff off the top of his head, and I can just picture Bruno going,
And then
no,
Bruno,
no.
I know he'll do something with the wheel where he gives away like something to like 50 people and they all have to put tickets in.
Oh.
It's like, here come the tickets, Bruno. Here come the tickets.
Bruno. Well, you know what? He's the cool guy. Like in high school, you could see him, the cool guy out there in the quad and hanging out, but super intelligent and smart. You wouldn't even think it until you start talking. You'd be like, "Oh, okay, he's a cool guy," and on top of that, he's super smart.
Yeah, he is. He is very, very, very intelligent. And I mean, he's kind of a jack of all trades because he's really good at IT, and then he's also a pilot. And I mean, he's just an all around cool dude. You know what I mean?
Yep. And he's funny too. He got on everybody's case about not knowing how to find the workshop. I was like, he's talking to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How are you,
You
a
can
seasoned
tell.
veteran, and you can't find the link to the workshop class?
I was computer screen
I
cracking.
heard him say that.
I was laughing so hard. Oh gosh, he's so funny.
He is. He is. Yeah, he's
You
a
gotta,
really cool.
you gotta wonder how many times a day he rolls his eyes.
Oh man, and maybe pull some of his hair out just a little bit. Poor guy. I mean, he's also the one that you're getting the tech support from. Like when you have to have somebody remote in, that's him. And I remember there was one member who shall remain nameless, who is no longer a part of the group, but it almost seemed like it was a everyday thing that they would have to, get him to go remote and do something. And oh my God, he on the back end, he would be like, if I have to go in one more time, not that he minds, but it's just, it can get challenging. It can get challenging. So
yeah. Depending on what area you come from, I know my daughter, they taught all computer classes in her, in her generation of going to school. But when I was going to school, it was like we played more on the playground. That was our thing. It wasn't teaching us computers or anything.
Yeah.
We did everything by hand. We wrote our math out. We didn't use all these. I don't even think, did I have a calculator? No, not in my, they didn't know that. I had teachers that were pretty strict, even if you had to do a presentation, you couldn't even have cue cards. They were like, no, you better keep that in memory.
Yeah.
Get you down looking at some cue cards, you're going to get a one grade level taken off. I'm like, oh my gosh, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, computers didn't, we didn't really get into the computer thing until like the 90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even then it wasn't like graphically, like how it is now with the graphics on the computer with the color and all that. It was the black screen with the white writing.
Yep.
So it was very, very archaic compared to how it is now. You didn't really have pictures and stuff like that. But, I remember the first job I had where, I was using computers. And I mean, I remember Yahoo was the thing. Yahoo was the shit, man. That was when they first started having the graphics and everything. And you could go on Yahoo and get the news and do puzzles and all of that and look at videos. And man, we have definitely come a long way. I tell you what, Gen X has seen a lot of changes. And boomers have seen more changes than Gen X. If you're a boomer and you're still, going strong, you've seen way more than Gen X because you've seen everything we've seen, plus the stuff we didn't see yet. We weren't here for yet. Mm-hmm. So,
but Gen X has still got to step up on them because we survived them.
Pretty much. I like that, James.
They're not called
Yeah.
the feral generation for no reason.
Call them what?
Feral. That's how
Wow.
my summer times were spent. The sun come up after chores. Get your ass out of this house. Don't see you again until it's dark.
Yep,
Wow.
exactly.
And
Crazy.
did not care who, what, when, where, how, just as long as you weren't there.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty
Mhm.
much. You know, my mom was just like, just be back before dark.
That's it.
My grandma was really strict. I lived with my grandma until I was like 7, but I moved, my mom kind of did her little thing for a while, but then when I was 8, me and my mom, she decided she wanted to now raise me, right? And grandma was, hey, I want to be able to see you at all times. So you can go around the block, but but when mom came on, it was like, yeah, you can go wherever you want to go, just be back before dark. I'm like, what? So I'm on my bike riding all over town, you know what I mean? As long as I was back before dark, she was cool, So
Speaking of old timers, you're never going to guess who stopped by the live today. The
stopped
Future's
by?
live.
Who?
Bucket.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Him and Mark went round and round because Mark said, "I don't believe it's you. You're going to have to prove it."
What?
They went back and forth.
Kidding.
Bucket, it's me. It's me. I don't believe you.
No way, man. You know what? He probably came in there because he heard what Mark was doing and had to probably congratulate him.
Well, he says he's been in the Zoom calls 2-3 times a week or a couple times a week. He just doesn't ever say anything anymore.
Wow. The weird thing, I could have sworn I heard him pipe up at one point. I thought I heard his voice. And it's so weird that you said that because now I'm thinking that might have been Bucket that I heard. It was just like one quick word, but I'm like, damn, that sounded like Bucket. Okay, well, if you're watching, sir, you could spin through here. I mean, you were pretty regular on the aftermarket. You could spin through and say hi. You're going to say hi to Mark, but you're not going to spin through the aftermarket, Bucket. Come on. I even had you in the old intro, man, forever. So I'm feeling some kind of way about that. I thought we were cool with that. You need to come say hi. Say hi to Mark. What is it? The money? You know what I mean? Oh, you're not going to say hi to me because I'm not a millionaire. Get your ass in here, Bucket. I know you hear me. So anyway,
He probably got tied up fixing them bubbles in his pool.
Oh, remember that? Oh man, that was too funny. He came on here trying to figure out how to fix his pool because he kept getting air in the line, and getting bubbles. And it's like we were telling him, listen, just take advantage. Look at it like a hot tub or a spa or something. Keep the bubbles. What? But yeah, he wanted to get rid of them. I think he finally did during that episode.
So. Yeah, it was something with the pump or something, I think.
Yeah. Either that or he determined that he needed to have somebody come out and fix it. It wasn't something that he could do quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's
so awesome. Yeah, it really is. Look, we've had a lot of people come and go through ADT, right?
Yeah.
And it's been a wild ride.
I'm not going to say too much, but go take a look through the fun house. I wasn't sure whether to put it in one spot or the other. But yeah, I run across that, and I are you for seriously? What kind of bullshit? Okay.
How is you reading the chats?
Oh no! I'm talking about something I posted in the funhouse that I ran across.
No, let me check.
Let's go check it out, shall we?
Is it on Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Fun House. You just scroll through the channels until you see Fun House.
Okay.
Where the hell? Oh, there it is.
Oh, I see it. Okay. That's funny. You found it at the same time.
Yep.
Okay.
What?
Is that Hulk Hogan? Oh, no way. Did Hulk Hogan? I feel silly. Did
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there's that, but.
They usually happen in threes. Wait a minute.
Wow.
What?
No. Keep looking.
Oh.
Wow, we lost Hulk Hogan?
That's what I was like. What?
Oh, man.
Yes, there's that, but that's not what I posted.
Oh.
The last thing I see is from David. Scroll up.
Yeah.
Okay. How long ago did you post it?
Oh, I see. You talking about the contract? Let's see.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see anything.
It's right. It's the third one from the bottom.
Third one from the bottom. I see it. It's Is that what you made?
Coach,
No, that's not me. Dawn will get it. She sees it.
Can't believe this BS.
Third one.
Is it a trade?
No. Open it up and look who the post is.
Oh, shit. What? How did he do that? I thought he was banned.
I ran across it on TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok.
Yeah. That's a screenshot from TikTok.
Wow. $20 a minute with 92%. What? It's probably paper though, huh?
Yeah, I don't care. But maybe it's just me.
I'm trying to find the total amount. One estimated cost 75. I don't know. I'll tell you what. That's just So yeah, I don't really think about that anymore because it just, brings up a whole negative connotation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I it kind of frustrated me, aggravated me when I seen it.
Yeah.
I didn't know whether to put it there or the scammer channel.
Oh, man.
Channel.
So who are these three people? That's Hulk Hogan. Who's in the middle?
That's the rock star. I forget his name.
Is that Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ozzy?
Yes.
And Theo, I forget his name, but Theo from the Cosby Show.
No.
Yes, Jamal.
Jamal
Lewis or Jamal something. You're kidding me.
Yeah, he drowned out there while on vacation somewhere like
Costa
Puerto Rico or something, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. Malcolm Warner.
Malcolm Jamal Warner. That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. There it is. Yep. That's crazy. I didn't even know all three though. That is something. Yikes.
Hey, sweetheart.
Wow. And how did Ozzy leave?
It's me.
Dan Diesel said, "Yeah, we lost him yesterday, Ozzy, but
He what?
he passed on yesterday."
Oh wow. Wonder how. How did Hulk Hogan go?
I believe I heard it was something about his heart.
Oh,
I believe that.
gee. Yeah. So
You
what
know,
did
he
you
cut
guys take from the compounding?
who me?
Yeah.
The
Is that something you guys already been doing?
I've
well,
been doing the compounding for a minute. The one thing that I've come to realize is the more you compound, the harder it is to get that compounding number.
yeah. I haven't been doing it a lot because I haven't really been doing a lot of trading, but I love the concept of it. I know we've had some successful people doing it in here. Ange, F2, Maria, James, I mean, obviously, it's a really good strategy. And, coach talks about doing small position sizes all the time, but when you couple that with the 1% compounding strategy, yeah, you'll end up making a lot of money over a longer period of time. The funny thing is, the author of Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, right, is a book that we, talk about from time to time. And one of the things he always says is, the way to you build, how did he put it? Doing the little things over a long period of time gets you the best and more permanent results. So it makes sense. Small position sizes makes it easier to trade properly because you don't have so much skin in the game and you can focus more on the process instead of the profit. And using those smaller profits and trying to get 1% every day, I mean, it's a winning combo. It's a winning combo. And if you have the patience to just do those small base hits over the course of time, you're going to find yourself with a pretty sizable account at the end of that time period. So I'm all for it, really. I love it.
That's good. That's
Yeah. Actually, that's probably more like what I should be doing at this point in time when I do trade. It's just focusing on like small base hits because I don't trade for very long. I'll be in a trade like maybe a half an hour, 20 minutes because I'm only, looking at it for an hour or two a day now instead of staring at it all day. Between 9 and 11 is when I trade. After that, I'm off into the green room. So,
yeah. Well, that's good to have that, because to grow your account, that's
yeah,
what we need to focus on.
it's a good way to grow it.
Yep.
Without, worrying about losing a lot of money, not having to put a whole ton of money into it, and just focusing on the process. Get in, get green, get out, as long as you're getting your 1% every day. And like James said, eventually it's going to get harder to get that 1%. But, you should be good up until a little bit, you know what I mean? But after you start compounding it, but I think my favorite part was is to double the amount that you put back in. Once you're doubling it, taking the overage out, you know what I mean? And then putting double what was in there. I like that.
That's actually a good idea too.
Yeah. Instead of putting the same amount, like, okay, I'm restarting my account at 100. Well, why not restart it at 200 since you made 6? You know what I mean? Give yourself more leverage. you can make bet even, like, you know what I mean? Heavier, a slightly heavier position gets you even more.
And she gives herself stickers. I don't have any stickers.
I do remember that.
Palm,
What's up?
what up?
Ghost?
Pop in and say hi here. I know you're getting ready to wrap up, but I pop in and say hi.
Thank you for the pop in. Awesome class.
Yes, it was.
Hey, Maria did a nice job on those slides and all the bullet points and everything, didn't she? It's just beautiful.
She did. She really did.
It's all
she
professional
was in here
and stuff.
a couple weeks ago, doing it, and she had some slides as well. So yeah. It was really
man,
good.
if you'd left that up to me, I'd have some handwritten crap that I'm screenshotting with my phone. Nobody could read it. What the hell is that?
Oh man. Wow.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was really good.
Class,
You know, that compounding thing, it's like you break it down, it's like, okay, you're not supposed to trade with like more than 10% of your account. You got $100 or something, right? And if you do a $10 trade, you got to think about can you do 10 trades in a day with $10 and you make 10 cents?
it's possible.
I mean, you could easily hit 10 cents on TSLL in a day without even trying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could knock out a handful of those. So as it scales and stuff, it's really not that much more.
You can do that with a couple of the hot stock picks too.
Yeah, I mean, oh god, you can find 10 cents 10 times out of with a $100 account. You can find that 10 cents 10 times in a day without working too damn hard at it. But the thing of it is percentage wise, it just doesn't change, right?
Yeah.
And
I didn't think about it like that.
I mean, it's super easy. I mean, TSL moves 25-30 cents in a day on an average. If you can just capture 10 cents of it, several times or a couple shares or whatever. But yeah, oh my God, if you hit 20 cents, it's like, okay, that's one less trade you got to do.
Right.
That's what I do. That. I get 25 shares, and if it moves 5 cents, I take it.
Yeah.
That's $1 and a quarter.
I did struggle with that at certain points though, because like even as I started to scale my account, some of those the account was growing faster than what the 1% thing was. Mm-hmm. So what I had to do is I mentioned this when we were talking earlier, is I had to dial my mind back to just get that little bit extra that I needed, not necessarily proportionate to the new size of the account, because if I would have done that, some of those days just really, really advanced my account fast. And if I would have tried to keep up with that pace, I probably would have gotten shaken a little more easily. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's definitely. I was definitely trying to see my own theory through, and some days I just got a little scary, as some of those amounts started getting bigger. But
what do you mean that you dialed it back? Like you took some out and manipulated the 1%?
For instance, if I went up 25% on my overall account size in one day, then I kind of had to dismiss that extra 24%. And just stay focused on my 1% more for the following day.
I got
So it's like, okay, I got the extra gravy there, but I just need to advance my thinking just a little bit, because there were several times where like, well, if I just got to keep that 1% on top of this and on top of this and on top of this, we have 2 or 3 really good days in a row, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh man,
1% adds up to a few pennies.
It started getting unsettling. So then it's like I even had to scale back. Because I had several good days, and then I actually had to scale back to like just stay the same for like a week or two, because even though the account size grew, it's like it was just kind of hard to get my head around the extra money, because all of a sudden you start playing with bigger dollar amounts, and it's like, I don't care what account size you have. If you start with $100, when you're starting to play with 1,000, it's like, whoa, shit just got real,
Yeah.
And then you got to start with 1,000, you go to 10,000, oh shit just got real. If I'm going to try to get 10% on this, it's like an extra $1,000, and it's like, and the same thing with like 100,000. If that turns into 200, it's like, whoa, now I'm talking about the price of a house. Now 200 turns into 400. Now I'm thinking about like a new car is my goal by the end of 90 days. And it's like, oh man. So yeah, it's something to reckon with it as you get bigger. But if you wind up having some good days, all I'm saying is just keep it down to, you don't need you don't need 1% of that new 25% more. You just need 1% more of that
original 1%.
One extra percent. Let that extra stuff pile up and scale your brain as you can. I mean, most people aren't fighting the other side of it.
Yeah.
But so like when people are new, we tell them don't trade. Was it Webull gives you $1 million in bullshit paper money, right? And we tell people to like dial it down to real account size. You know, just like woo, I'm just living large. You know,
yeah,
I'm trading a Lambo today. You know, it's like no. So we tell people to dial it down so they get their head around it and keep things balanced.
Right.
Then when you start hitting consistently and start getting those extra amounts, like what F2 is getting into, and some of these other people, and Mark, I started telling those people to go the other direction. I'm like, start paper trading with larger amounts so you can start to get your head around those amounts, because you have to train your brain to play bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's that whole push becomes pull thing, because initially we got to push, and it's like trying to push a pickup truck out of a muddy ditch when we get going, right? And you're slipping and falling, you get shit all over yourself, you know. It's like it's a mess, and you feel like you're going nowhere. The wheels are slipping, and all you got is a face full of dirt. And then eventually, you know, you get it up onto the shoulder, and the truck starts to move, your account starts to move and stuff, and then over the course of time, it all comes around, though, and that's why it's also important. But all I'm saying is, I think I've seen too many people where they come in, they like, oh my God, I hit 26% of my account, I hit this, and then they start trying to scale at the higher rate, and then we're like, oh, I made $250 yesterday, so if I get $50 worth of slop in my account today, I'm still good. And you got to fight that mentality. It's like a big win doesn't mean ease up on, you know, waiting, trying to get the right entries and stuff. Because like I've definitely struggled through that. It's like, oh, I have a big day. It's like, I can afford some slop. I'm like, I got to keep telling myself, no, I can't.
Yeah, got to be strict.
Yeah, got to be really keep being strict.
It's like fighting yourself. And then I hear members, you know, they talk about David, how well he's very conservative with his amount. Knows what he's
consistent. So when he scales up a little bit, and then he stays there, and he makes sure that becomes consistent, and then again and again and again. And how long has David been here? He's been here before me, right?
Yeah,
3 years.
All 3 years? I think I've been maybe here, maybe 2. I think a lifetime was like $1,000 when I started or something. It had gone from 500 to 1,000 or something. And then Coach was going to jump.
I think it was 750.
750? Okay.
Yep. That's when I started, when it was 750.
That's when I started watching. And then I was one of those people that was getting that free slice of pizza at Sam's Club. I would just like linger and piss off Coach. I'd make some comments here and there, you know, in his TikTok or whatever. And not seriously. I wouldn't like try to agitate the guy. But after a little while, I think he was talking about jumping up the membership or whatever, and I was benefiting from having time there, and I was kind of inconsistent. I pop in a day here, a day there, and that sort of thing. But I kind of started. The one thing is, I noticed he knew what he was talking about, and he knew, and the things he was talking about, the only way that he could talk about them is if he had failed enough times to know better. Because a bunch of the stuff he talks about isn't in books either. I'm like, this is a guy who's been through the paces. This is a guy who's, you know, scraped, bumped and bruised, and the rules that he came up with are all from learning from experience and failure. Yep. And I'm like, okay, this is somebody I can get on board with. It's not somebody who's just blowing smoke out of their ass or whatever. So, I mean, I was looking for somebody that actually traded and not occasionally just, you know, had a little lucky scalp or followed, you know, some other shit. So I think he was going to jump it up to like 1,500 or 2,000 or something. Then he realized he didn't have no subscribers because he was just getting new and trying to figure out where the thresholds were. So he popped the lifetime membership back to something very super, super affordable. So I'm like, I typed in the little chat on TikTok. I'm like, okay, you got me finally, you know. Every once in a while he'd react to some of the things I was putting in there, and occasionally I'd nail a good trade. And I know that he was like, okay, well, you're learning some stuff, you're making some money, but you're not like contributing, some to my financial well-being type things. I'm like, oh, I better just
wait. That was you?
I just better buy the membership. I think that was everybody at some point, right?
Yeah, but I remember specifically him saying that to a couple of people at some point. So yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
I was trading along. I think I had there was a really good trade. It was like I got it. I shorted. I bought puts on GameStop because it kind of went on a mini fling, and there was just no steam behind it, and so I bought 90-day puts out against it. I really loaded the boat on it, and then just after a couple of days, it sagged down to the same crap that it's always been. And I posted a gain of like 67 grand on it or something like that. And then then he was fussing a little bit.
I was about to say, were you the guy that had like 20K or I remember it was like a huge amount of money. This guy just made like $70,000 and he won't
can't even buy a membership.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta take a little more active role in this. So, but best thing I did in a long time. Initially, and it's like, okay, well, once I get in, it's like I was just looking to do a couple things to advance, because Coach and I knew a lot of the same stuff about like loss mitigation and stuff, and there were some things that I needed to do so that I could pour gas on the fire. But
look at you now.
Yeah,
I would say you got that lighter fluid pretty well going there, bud.
Anything I've ever passionately pursued, I've been able to scale. I've been able to compound it my whole life, and it's because I grew up poor and didn't have shit. So if I didn't, I didn't have. So it's like I've just had to fight tooth and nail for survival on to scale stuff. If I had one summer job, I worked as many summer jobs as I could keep my eyes open for. I would just like work. And same thing like I told you with like the paper routes and stuff. And but there was there's all kinds of examples where and then as I grew into my career, then I just kept the same thing going. Think big. Think how far can I take this, and go. And I was taking kind of a passive approach to investing. I get in, trade a little bit, 2 or 3 days, a couple hours here and there, go to the pool, go out with my friends, go to dinner somewhere. And I was like, I'm all right. But then I started thinking, God, I got time on my hands, and it's like, what could I do if I just really, really put everything, put the pedal to the metal, and try and really start to scale this too. And it's like, holy shit. I gotta tell you, some of those days, those were like, some of those things were like 20-year goals. I just never dreamed I'd hit them in a day. Some of those things I'm like, whoa. So now it's like, okay, well, I don't have to stick around. I can trade for a few hours a day, and just go and do whatever. But honestly, I like the social aspect. I love the environment. I love the people. And Coach is a hoot. He's brilliant, and he's a hoot. So I definitely enjoy the social aspect of it. Because where else? I mean, how many of your friends in your social circle outside can you go with and just start having finance discussions? That's
what this group is for. That
you get the constipation face, like,
no.
Or that's gambling.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they do. It's
like my wife. She just wants to know if she can quit her job yet. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. J-Dog.
That's what I got a couple months ago. That ain't nothing but gambling. I'm like, no, it's not. If you know what you're doing, I see why you would say that. But if you know, there are proven strategies, and there is a technique to it that if you do it properly and consistently, it's not gambling at all. It's all in your mind.
And on days when the market isn't doing shit, I will sit there and grind. I will go after 3, 5, and 7 cent. I'll just go slightly larger position size, but I will take. If the market is slow, I'll just get in and, if I can get, 15, 18 cents, whatever, over and over, I'll sit there and go after it. There was a day when Valero got stuck in a 75-cent trough aftermarket. And I had enough where I can just keep, making trades. I didn't have trade restrictions. And I sat there, and almost every every other candle was moving 75 cents. I sat there and scalped 50 to 63 cent trades with almost my whole account. This is prior to coming here, before I knew about the whole like reasonable position size thing. But I was literally going all in every single time, and just over and over and over. And it's just like, okay, it's like $250, $250, $250. And it was just like chug, 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 chug. And it's like, okay, could have been safer about it, but there's always something though, you know, and who knows? I mean, you gotta think, if you're making, I don't know, you can make $20 an hour in here or something. I mean, beats the hell out of punching a clock somewhere.
Oh my gosh, all day. That's my dream right there.
And you know, the funny thing is, if you just keep focusing on the base hits, it just the size and the money comes with time. Just get in. You know, it's like, I know I say it thousands of times: get in, get green, get out. But I can't be more honest about that. I mean, it's just, you just got to keep getting in, getting those base hits. If you get something that turns into EWO, great. Get a trend, awesome. Those are awesome. But getting in, getting green, getting out over and over and over, and just doing it hundreds and hundreds and thousands of times. If you don't perfectly catch the bottom, who cares? If you don't perfectly catch the top, who cares? Slide your stop up, whatever, and just keep doing it over and over. And after a while, it's like, I don't have to take a massive risk, right? I just have to get in. I have to get some green. I have to get the hell out. And then eventually the account starts growing. You know, like Maria's example, $10 in a day. And a year later, you know, you're potentially 12xing your account.
Right.
I mean, it's just, but that's, if people can think small, they will get big. If people think big and don't know how to do the things they do, then they will become small, real fast.
Wow, that was pretty sick what you just said. If they think small, they'll get big, and if they try to think too big, they'll get small real fast. Wow, that's so true.
That's why I'm sorry for dragging on the show.
That's why you don't come on as much, so it's that's why
the whole Lambo thing pisses me off when I see meme trades. It's like, people are trying to think, it's like, okay, it's one thing to envision where you want to be. That's a separate thing. But people are like, you know, a Lambo, I have nothing against owning a Lamborghini. But if that's your sole motivation, and your head is there, you'll never get there. Not ever, ever, ever. If you think, can I make 10 cents today or $10 on my $1,000 account, you will get there. If you are thinking, I need a 27-room house on the ocean, your thinking is so out of whack that you can't take the steps to get there. Yeah. You know, it's just, it's crazy. It's like, you know, coach, other mods, myself included, we all spend a lot of time talking about entries and channels and all the things. And it's like, I'm probably the one person though that keeps reverting more and more and more. And I'll spend more time because there are less people that talk about how your mind needs to work around it. If your mind, anybody can see the chart, anybody can see a candlestick, anybody can see a support and resistance line. Right. If your head doesn't get it, you will never get it.
That's right.
You know? And doing the little things and just getting that confidence, and it's just it's crazy. I dialed back to 100. I parted off 100,000 into a small account when we were supposed to be doing micro May. I don't know if I told you. I turned that into 4.2 in 21 days. You did. Yeah. But I broke the rules. I broke all the rules. I remember you being pissed at yourself about it. Yeah. Too. I'm like, okay, well, that's not an example. That's not an exemplary thing to do. But so I recently just went the other direction. So I went and put $40 into an account, just $40, and you can't even trade one in the money on options with that. No. And trying to get it in shares, it's going to be really hard to advance that. So I figured I'd do the damn near impossible thing. I'm trading 2 and 3 out of the money to try to get one trade in a day where I can advance that just a few dollars so I can make another shitty trade the next day that's higher risk. So I really want to put the straps to myself, like some people that are coming in here and trying to learn and don't have, I want to change my perspective. What does it take to do those things? for one, you should probably trade $5 stocks or something like that instead of trading options. But I wanted to see where I could go with it, so I started that. I don't know, 2 weeks ago. It's at like $100 now or whatever. So I'm like getting to the point now where I can buy like one SPY at the money. It's like
that's pretty cool.
One trade on that one. So I'm literally starting an account with $40 and seeing where I can move that to. But I'm just looking for the base hit. If it gets a few dollars in my direction, I take it and I get out. And I got to tell you, I fight the urge so bad when I see a stock moving. I would love for that thing to get on a tear and go massively in the direction I want. But the problem is, like when you're dealing with a small account, I want to tap into the fear that everybody else is feeling. And that is, I don't want to give that up. I could easily have this go $5 or $6 in my direction, or I could have it go $15 against me. So if it's in my direction a little bit, I want to get in, get green, get out, and then I'm just going to call it a day. So at least for that experiment. So I'm dialing down my mindset to kind of go back to grassroots and drive that again. So I just so I can frame my conversations around it a little bit more. But so truly
that
going
is
back
very
to
interesting.
super micro.
Yep, that's
yeah. So
I think that's actually something I've fought with is, having several green days consecutively and thinking, okay, well, I've got this figured out, just to shoot myself in the foot and start back from below zero.
You get the wins, and it's good to get the confidence and the comfort, but then we start compromising where we get in, and and it creeps in so slowly. It's like, okay, well, I was off a little bit and I just didn't have to work as hard to get a great entry this time, but I've got a little more money and I can afford a little flexibility. I'd like to trade with a little less anxiety or whatever. But then you still have to, instead of trying to continue to keep that level of entries good, and then, but yeah, James, it's so much mental work to develop this, right? It's a whole mental muscle. And anybody who's been in here longer than 2 seconds gets it. So all I can say is keep doing the stuff and the things, and all these things. James, your maturity in the time I've heard you talk has come so far.
Yeah.
Like all the different things. You know what the difference with James is? When he hits a stumbling block, he's determined to change something because he doesn't want to do it again. And even if we F it up 13, 14 times more, he's looking for the one thing that will curtail it and fix it and move it forward. And that's what the same thing I hear from F2 and all the different people that are moving forward. There's some pain in the process. And by the time you okay, now I've got 5 more rules to fix my world, and I'm working on 6 and 7, and I forgot the 1, and now it bit me in the ass today. It's like, son of a bitch, So it's like, yes, you start to juggle more balls in the air, and you're gonna have some that come around, but it's all part of the process. You will learn to juggle 1 ball, and then 2 balls, and then 3 balls, and then 4 balls, and 5 balls. But you'll get so used to doing it, your mind will be on autopilot, that as you add more complexity, or not complexity, but as your brain is able to encompass, some of those curbs and guidelines, then it just all starts to, because initially it's like drinking out of a fire hose, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
candles
and that's
movement.
what I'm in the paper trading 30 days because I had 2 red consecutive.
Smart.
But
I gotta tell you,
I reset my paper trading account every morning.
It's a lot.
So I'm starting with the same thing as what I would when I get back to my real account every morning.
Yeah. It's so much to think of. Initially, candlesticks. What the fuck? Seriously. They got the doji and the hammer and the hanging man and the engulfing and the all this crap, and it's basically just kind of going in one direction. Maybe I just give it a mountain graph and call it a day. But and maybe that's where you need to start. But it's just, I don't know. It's an awful lot. It's a lot to get your head around. But the more you're immersed in it, it's just like, after a while, it's just like going and getting in the swimming pool. You're used to it. You know how to paddle. You know how to float. You can tread water.
Yep.
Just keep doing it.
Yep. It's just one of those things you just have to, and keep asking questions, and like you said, and just keep learning it and have more screen time in the charts.
Yeah, that's where most people get stale. They get in, they get a little mentally exhausted. and they stop asking questions. They're tripping over the same thing, and it's the same things holding them back. But maybe they're just kind of tired from problem solving. That's all a normal part of it too. And then sometimes maybe you're just better off, taking a little break or going to paper for a few days and stuff until you get until you kind of mentally defatigue a little bit, and that's okay too. So you'll still stay in the room, but maybe just not trade. It's perfectly okay to not take trades. If you're mentally fatigued, because it's like writer's cramp, or the mental block, it's all good stuff. But,
and it's in the beginning, because once you get there, because I see it's like you float with it, like it's just like you just driving a car. You just took the training wheels off, and it's like, okay, it's nothing, and that's where I want to be, right there.
Yeah, it's all I've suffered every inch of aggravation, pain, setback, expense, repeated screw ups. I have suffered through all of it, and I still bump my head from time to time. But after a while, it's just, I mean, if you're a truck driver, my God, if you drive a truck and you drive all across country, you're a long haul truck driver. You wouldn't think twice about getting in your car and taking off for the weekend or going to the grocery store, right? It's kind of the same thing. If you're a long haul trader, if you're in here every day all the time, after a while, it's just not that big a deal to sit down in front of the keyboard, know what's coming. You've been there 1,000 times. The path is familiar. Don't run off the fucking road.
Yeah.
Speaking of truck drivers, Palm, Don, you want to do the Restream link again?
Oh, is a driver in?
Diesel Dan.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Okay, I've taken up enough of your time. I'll shut up. But I just wanted to pop in and catch up on.
No, that is awesome, Palm. That is awesome.
It's always a pleasure.
Yes, always.
But I think you're talking about what I'm doing. One of the biggest things that has really helped me a lot is being more involved, getting more involved.
Yeah.
Start getting tired. Send a post on X. Can't think of anything else to say? Watch a video.
Yep. Stay proactive. By me joining the Aftermarket show, it really helps reiterate a lot of the things that I've learned today. Even just listening to what Palm, Maria, Don, James, everything. It's just, you have to just keep getting involved with the people that can help support you get to where, supporting you to get where you need to be. Because I swear, I have friends, but they're not in that mindset at all. They're just they're into the whole corporate workaholic. Oh, I gotta go to work. Nothing works. Nothing. This is the only way to life, is just work every day. And I'm like, I can't. Never. Not another day.
Yeah, like Dawn and doing all the video, getting back to the editing. It's back to something she loves, and she's actually picking up on a lot more watching the videos.
Yeah.
Those games on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up with those questions and researching and verifying the answers, because, I don't want to look like a complete ass and have the wrong answer for a question up there. No, we're not counting for spelling, okay?
Maria does it all the time.
Spell didn't count. I don't want to have the complete wrong answer.
One of the best things about the Aftermarket is, if there's 500 people on in the morning and there's thousands of people watching on YouTube and stuff, for the first part of the day, we got to let Coach do his trading and his training and his selling and stuff. And then once we get into the afternoon, then it's like, okay, we're down to 300-400 people or whatever. But there used to be an awful lot going on, and Coach used to run a lot into the afternoons and stuff. So I really didn't feel like I could necessarily ask some of the questions or have some of the casual dialogue or have the freedom to, speak in very rudimentary terms, or very casual like what we're doing here. I just felt a different level of comfort, even though it still goes out, across the interwebs, right? It's kind of nice to have a casual format where you can kind of let your hair down and say, oh my God, I effed this up today, and know that the people that are listening are like, yeah, I know what that's about. Or it's like, I got a little bit of a win. And people kind of celebrate with you a little bit, and it's like, then have some crazy discussion and stuff. So God, when I was new, I used to pester Dawn all the time in here. I was in here damn near every day, but
I loved it.
defuzz from the day and stuff. So my life has just gotten a little busier, but
yeah, but it's all good.
Yeah.
When you come in, we take full advantage. We get the nuggets when we can get them. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty much the way I felt for the longest time, because I was raised, it's rude. You don't speak unless spoken to, and if you interrupt somebody, it's just rude. I got a lot of knowledge knots for that. So everything gets so busy and hectic in the live Zooms in the mornings, and you just can't. So just
can't
sit there
get
and
it
listen.
in. Yeah.
And more and more people now, with some of the newer generations and stuff. Very intelligent, very capable people, but because they grew up in a different environment, maybe working from home on a computer, maybe not getting outside as much, social media, Zoom interactions and stuff, the comfort level just to open up a microphone and talk is different from generation to generation, and some people are just mortified.
Terrified to talk.
Terrified to talk. Yeah. So
I was like that in the beginning, but I had to get real with myself. I said I have to change that, because I've been to college, and I know that I had to speak in front of people, 35 to 40 people, and do presentations. And I was like, Marlena, stop it. I'm going to slap you. You better start asking questions, girl. You're going to let this opportunity fly by. I have to get involved, So
that's awesome.
In this aftermarket, but I got into it, and I'm glad I did.
We're glad you did, though.
A word to the people that are sitting quietly and enjoying the show today, and even the people that are in the afternoons and the daytime and meeting the members and stuff. This is a little bit coarse, but don't take it the wrong way. Nobody cares. Seriously, if you open your mouth, nobody else in the room cares when you talk. Like, not one person. Half the people are tuning you out because it's probably not one of the mods talking. Right. Nobody cares. They're not listening to you. What you say, how you say it, nobody cares. Only you care about yourself.
That's right.
So it's a bit arrogant to think that if you open your mouth, that 500 people are going to stop what they're doing to focus on every word that is coming out of your mouth. That is wildly arrogant. Nobody cares. Open your mouth, say something.
That is a fresh perspective on that. Oh my God.
Nobody cares.
That's a realist right there.
Yeah,
that's realism.
It sounds a little coarse, but seriously.
But it's true.
Yeah, I mean, you're everything in your world, and you got to know that everybody's selfish. Everybody here listening right now only cares about what they're doing tonight. They're going to go make their dinner. They're going to go do their things. They're going to go spend their money. They're going to have their life, and they're going to everybody's all about me. And that's everybody's centrally focused. So if you're kind of thinking that you want to speak up, nobody cares. Just open your mouth and say it, because nobody's gonna sit back and laugh if you ask a question or ask something simple or ask something complex, or if you F it up. Nobody's even listening to you. Nobody cares. Ask the question. It's okay. You're in family. I mean, this is one big broader family.
That is very true, but there is the rarity of some things getting said that is just so out there that everybody kind of goes, huh? Then everybody
but it's
is
not
focused.
Everybody.
When you say some wild, crazy stuff, and even Coach goes, did he say what I think he said?
But to Palm's point, it's probably just the 20 people that are always speaking up that respond. The other 200-300.
And if Coach reacts to it, there might be 3 other people that were like trying to get their head around it or something too. So you know what? Just say something. Just say what you got to say. Pop that little microphone open. Say something. It's like unless like, I like hot dogs. You're probably good. if you're having a downy kind of day,
Oh man.
For all the people I just offended in here, probably none.
You're probably gonna get people saying I don't want hot dogs, and we'll get the joke, but nobody else will, right?
I did that to Coach one day. People were talking about like some of the things. I opened up my mic, I like hot dogs, and he kind of like scrunched up his face a little bit. He's, what the hell is that?
I heard that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh man, you probably closed your mic and fell out.
Oh, I'm pretty sure one of the mods slammed my mic shut because I wasn't a mod at the time. I was just messing with him a little bit. I thought that there might be a handful of demented people in the room that would catch that, but apparently not as many as I thought.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
No, I always appreciate you talking, Palm, because I really, when you start talking, I tune in. Like I'm like, oh, what does he have to say?
It's probably because I've screwed up so much. People can relate.
Yeah, no, it's because you don't judge either, because you screwed up.
Oh my God, no! It's like no, I've like no pride whatsoever. None. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, you don't ever hear me talking about what I did on vacation or something that I bought. It's the difference in people. It's probably because I had very humble beginnings that I've just never ever forgotten that, and it has no bearing on anything that I'm talking about ever. So I just don't. I just function a little differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What happened to Diesel Dan?
Yeah, I don't know. He's still chatting away. He requested the link, and now he's just gonna stand you up, Dawn. I don't think I'd put up with that.
That's it. Put him in the waiting room.
I know, right? Now you can't come in, damn it.
I put Richard in the waiting room the other day.
No, you didn't. Did you really?
Yeah, he was. I'm like, that's it. I'm like, off to the wait. He was telling one of his dad jokes. I said, one more dad joke, and you're going in the waiting room. So it's like he's got halfway through his dad joke, and I'm like, plunk, put him right in the waiting room. And then,
oh gosh.
Oh man.
Then I brought him back, and he's like, man, I thought my microphone went down for a minute.
Yeah, he didn't even know what happened.
No.
I can hear it. I can hear Richard saying that.
What's going on?
What a treasure of a guy, though, man. He's
he really is.
He's such a beautiful person.
Yeah, he's nice. He
really is.
Yeah.
Brilliant and funny and endearing and real and humble.
That old school education about him. One of your old professors that's so knowledgeable and so cool. At first,
he's spiritual. He's also spiritual. You wouldn't think that he would be that spiritual, and he really is spiritual as well.
Guys, he's an encyclopedia of institutional training. I told him, I said, I hope to learn half of what he's forgotten in his life. He's just right. There's just so much he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's where else do you go that draws people that have those kinds of mental assets?
All of these people in one spot.
In one spot. Yeah, you go around some of the chowderhead rooms. They're just, I'm like, the intellectual bank is broke. You know?
He said it's broke.
Yep. It's
Diesel Dan says that he has now had too many beers and does not want to interrupt Palm when talking.
What is it?
Awesome.
We get it, Diesel.
Yeah.
Didn't we just have a discussion about that?
He's full of the octane.
Yeah.
The high octane now.
I know. I'm looking. I try to keep cocktails down to like one day a week. It's like I'll have like a couple with dinner on one day a week. So it's like because I don't want to be like having cocktails during the week. It's too easy to do. So I'm looking forward to. It's like I bought a couple steaks at the grocery store Saturday night, steak night. So I'm looking forward to Saturday steak night and a couple glasses of bourbon.
What's your favorite cut?
Like just go to ribeye. Otherwise,
New York steak or ribeye. Yep.
Yeah, New York strips, and it's like I'm not much of a fillet person, mostly because I want a bunch of meat. I can eat 2 fillets, seriously. I'm not trying to be offensive to the vegetarians and vegans, but it's like it's like that little 4-ounce thing. It's like, okay, give me 2 of those, you know. But I like New York strip or ribeyes too. And then like if I'm gonna treat myself, then a tomahawk. And then
I was about to say the tomahawk's pretty big.
Split,
or
yeah, I'll go out to a nice restaurant and I'll split a tomahawk with the wife.
Oh,
it's like you ever heard of the cowboy steak?
Yeah, isn't that the same thing or not really?
Is it the tomahawk?
Yeah. It's a cowboy ribeye. It's a tomahawk. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it comes with a big bone on it. Yeah, looks a little silly. They usually, if it comes with that full bone on, they usually make it a thicker cut too, and that's like too much for one person.
Yeah, it's like real thick.
But then if you get it, then they do that nice little table side cut up and stuff, and lovely.
I've never done that.
Never done.
Well, I mean, we've gone to several steakhouses that serve the tomahawk, but they're like $125, and I can't.
It's kind of it's a little.
Not about the money. It's about paying $125 for a cut of steak
that costs you $40.
That I can cook better.
Oh.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
I get it. I can't do it.
Yeah, give me a ribeye. I'm good.
Yep.
It's pretty much the same thing, just with all of the drama.
Yep.
Well, I'm about to go eat my rib salad. My ribeye salad.
Oh, I did start taking the moringa thing, and then I found and I was like, okay, this is good. I'm doing something healthy. And then I found out it actually lowers your blood pressure. And by about week 2 or week 3, I'm walking around. I'm like, whoa, getting lightheaded. I thought maybe I had vertigo or something. And it was actually cutting my blood pressure down too much. So I had to stop taking it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was getting dizzy.
Really?
Yeah.
Too much, huh?
Interesting.
Maybe you should eat a half a bottle a day, but no, I'm kidding.
Yes, you got what, like a resting heart rate around 67, 68?
What's that?
You got a resting heart rate around 67, 68?
No, I mean it's not quite that good, but it's just enough to where if I was taking 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, then it was progressively by week 2 or week 3, it was just enough to throw me off. I even started cutting it down to like 1 a day, but it was just, I don't know, it wasn't. I'll do the same things with other things. It's a pretty cool concept, and I love the fact that it is like helps control heart rate and stuff. But for me, for some reason, it just has a compounding effect with me, so it's just not something I can do. But
you said you were drinking it twice a day?
I was taking it twice a day. I did the tablet inside the capsule, so like the ground up whatever.
Okay.
And I did the super concentrated version. Like it's supposed to be like I don't know, 1000x or something like that, because they take the extract from it. So you take all the and some of the powder and leaves is in there, but they take the extract and put it in there, so it's like somehow like super compounded.
Oh, no wonder. Shit. I'm just doing the powder. And it's you got moringa on steroids. No wonder you got lightheaded.
I OD'd on health. Yeah, I know it was too much for me, but I got a half a bottle for sale. I'm kidding.
Get yourself a bag of the powder.
Yeah, I think that's probably a better route to go, because I like doing the spinach and some of the superfoods and stuff, and cilantro and all the awesomeness things. Now, if I could just not eat some of the crap that keeps the weight on, it would actually have the whole program. But
yeah,
I eat the good foods and then I eat some of the crap foods, and I don't know if that washes each other out, but.
Kinda
makes sense to me.
Hey, at least you're putting it in. At least you're putting the good stuff in too. So
yeah,
the like body knows what to do with that.
I gotta keep adjusting those things one at a time. Just like trading, I gotta start phasing out some of the bad stuff.
That's what I did. It's like over the course of the past couple years, I figured out a couple of things that I like to do, but I never got on the page of doing all of them at one time. Right. So I'm finally on this lifestyle where I'm doing all of the good things that I picked up here and there that worked for me, that I was able to do, and put it all into a complete lifestyle change. And I've been living that lifestyle for about a month and a half, almost 2 months. And I feel really good. I feel really good.
Oh, you go.
Yep.
they say if you can do it for 90 days, that's like one of the big hurdles, right?
It becomes who you are, right?
Yeah.
So
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm working on it.
Hey, like you said, base hits. It's same thing with the health. Same thing with the health. One day you put in your health bank that you did all the right things. It adds up. It compounds, if you will.
There you go.
Got to compound the health in my world for sure.
Compound it.
That's what I'm working on.
I'm gonna DM you the link to the moringa that I take.
Okay.
In case you're interested.
I might try one more time with a powder or something, but I got to be super careful. I can't afford to like just keel over and hit my head on the pavement. Otherwise,
don't do that.
If that goes on for too long, I'm moringa'd out. I checked out.
Oh man,
John, organic moringa? You get the organic moringa?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Off of Amazon. Yep. Organic moringa from Superfoods RX.
Okay.
Is the brand that I get.
Okay.
I got the street moringa. It's been laced with something.
Some good old Lingo dust.
I got it from the guy on the corner.
Got it from the moringa dealer.
The moringa dealer. He's driving that sketchy ass car coming up. Head hanging over the door window just a little bit.
Blue 70s van with the bubble window in the back.
That's it.
I got that moringa, son.
Yeah. Street moringa. This is the shit.
Street ranga. You even take the more off. Street ranga.
Yeah. That's
Ringa.
Cool. All right.
I'm going to end with Coach's Rules. Palm, thank you for coming and hitting us with the nuggets, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me as always. I'll see y'all in the morning.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you, James. Moringa Pebbles was up here. Thanks anyway, Diesel Dan. We'll catch you on the flip side when you haven't had as many, sips. And once again, good job, Maria and Palm, on the workshop class. It was amazingly awesome. And I look forward to the next one. But peace and blessings. Everybody have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management, so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.